This video is inspired by an Instagram post that I saw recently. It went like, an author I love just tweeted about how big joy and small joy are the same, and how she was just as content the other night eating chocolate and cuddling her dog as she was on her big trip to New York. This was an absolute gold post, and this message deeply resonated with me at that moment. One of the favorite books right now that I'm going through is Artist's Way. And in that, she narrates a story of her grandmother who used to regularly write letters to the author Julia. The grandmother's, the author's grandfather, he made and lost several fortunes, the last of them permanently. He drank them away, gambled them away, tossed them away. But her grandmother stood it by standing knee deep in the flow of life. In her letters to Julia, she always said, like, that scuff is getting worse, we have lost the house, there is no money and no work. But the tiger lilies are blooming, the lizard has found that spot of sun, the roses are holding despite the heat. Her grandmother knew what a painful life had taught her, that success or failure, the truth of a life really has little to do with its quality. The quality of life is in proportion always to the capacity for delight. And the capacity for delight is the gift of paying attention. Paying attention is our way to connect and survive. So, what are these small things? These small things could be the morning cup of tea that you have in peace, the dewdrops on your money plant leaves in the morning, a good nap that you have in the afternoon, the watchman's salute on the way to work, the evening sky, the lunch that your mom or dad prepares with love. These are all the small things in which you can delight on a day-to-day basis. But going on to a small note on the big things. The big things are like games, like video games, like a computer simulation. We might think just sitting and looking at nature or relaxing or vacationing for the rest of our life will make us happy, but that's not necessarily true, because as humans, we are designed to play these big games and strive to win them. It brings us meaning, excitement, direction, fun in our lives. Making and achieving goals makes us happy, which is why we play these games. But it is important that we do not overhype or over-expect from these big things, or let the stress of it get to you to the extent that you block the small joys. To realize that you are on your most optimal timeline wherever you are right now, and whatever matters is that you put in the steady work regularly as you work on these big things. But as you work on these big things, also to make your each day beautiful is an art. It is an art achieved by fully immersing in the small things and appreciating and having gratitude for all these small things, adding bursts of magic and joy in our daily life instead of living in waiting. This theme is also probably about dropping desires that take life away from you, or tying yourself up in pursuits which drain life away from you on a daily basis to achieve something you think will one day make you feel alive. Basically, do examine your big things from time to time. I would like to end with a song that I recently loved, which I think encapsulates the theme of this video in a good way. It's Last Day on Earth. If it was my last day on earth, I wouldn't be in church. I'm sorry God, but it's my last day in this universe. I need to see birds and buzzing bees, green grass, evergreen trees, not seeing people who've been mean to me. And why would I waste my time? All my favorite people need TDI goodbyes. Talk, laugh, hug and give a bunch of hard high fives. I did my best, man. Give this thing good thing try. If it was my last day on earth, if I close my eyes and the sun don't rise, will I be okay? If it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day.